Hi Scorpio, welcome to your week ahead reading. This is the week commencing the 9th of June. Hope you've had a fabulous week. Let's have a look to see what daily crystal messages are here. Oh, black kyanite. That's interesting. I was actually shuffling these before I started recording, and that did come out along with angelite. So let's see if the angelite comes out again. Oh, interesting. We've got jade. Okay, so black kyanite, the message is set strong boundaries. And jade is be the bigger person. I mean, wow. It sounds very defensive, doesn't it? Feels like you've got to stand up to somebody, but in a non-confrontational way. I don't know how that. Let's see. Let's see what the tarot says. We're using the B tarot, which is absolutely beautiful, inspired by a comment from a person on my Aries, on the Aries reading last week. She mentioned, or they mentioned, that they keep bees, or they're going to be keeping bees, and I thought, oh, I've got a lovely bee tarot deck. And then a couple of hours later, on my feed, up comes Nikki Allen showing us all how to make a refreshment station for bees. And I thought, well, if that's not a nudge, I don't know what is. Anyway, let's get on with your reading. Dear spirit guides and angels, please join me in this reading for Scorpio and make it helpful, hopeful, and healing. What's the focus, please, and thank you. Thank you. There's 2 there. Oh, there's 3. Wow. Okay. We've got the Ace of Cups. This is the Ace of Jars in this deck because we're talking honey and bees and all those lovely, lovely things. We've got the 10 of Wands. Looks a bit scary, that one, but I'll explain in a little while. And then 8 of Pentacles. Oh, very entrepreneurial. Very, oh, I like that. Right, opportunity, please, and thank you. For Scorpio. Thank you. Oh, 2 again. Okay, 5 of Swords and the Magician. Challenge, please, and thank you for Scorpio. Ace of Pentacles. What's bubbling under the surface in your subconscious, or are you putting your head in the sand about something? Let's have a look. Ace of Wands. Gosh, you've got all the aces. No, you haven't. You've got 3 aces. And then the advice and outcome. And a Magician. Crikey. Very powerful reading, Scorpio. Prince of Wands, which is the Page of Wands. Yeah. Very straight away, I feel like there's something about you. You've completed something and now you're wanting to start something else again. It's giving you a new insight to something. It's just, yeah, I love this. Sorry, I just went off on one there. So Ace of Jars, excuse me, Ace of Cups is your focus. Focus on, now this could be a new relationship because it's aces. Aces are brand and new beginnings. Cups are matters of the heart. So it could be something to do with somebody new coming in. It can be something to do with something new coming in that you love to do, because you've got the 10 of Wands also. Now the 10 of Wands, you can see how big that bee is and how he's being weighed down. It's because he's doing too much, yeah? But this is over. It's a 10. So it's like you've worked really hard for something, and now I feel like that is over. You're getting rewarded for your hard work. Because you've got the 8 of Pentacles also they want you to focus on. Now the 8 of Pentacles is about working into the night, you know, but she, like you can see, she's pouring, I don't know if that's cream or milk or something into the churns. And there are people in the background, you know, maybe they're having a party, but she's dedicated and committed to achieving her goal of filling all those churns up, because it's her goal, it's what she's set, and she's quite prepared to take herself away from other people in order to do this. So it's like you've got this something next week where you've got a bit of fire in your belly about an idea or something, and very committed to doing so. Some of you might have to be working a night shift or something, and literally, but it's something that you want to do. Now, your opportunity, as I said, you've got the Magician. Again, something that you've been working on maybe for a while now is coming to fruition, and it's an opportunity to put all those things that you've learnt into place, because that's what the Magician does. He has all the tools in his toolbox to do what he wants to do, whatever he's manifested to. This is what he's worked on for a long time. You do have the Five of Swords with that, but it's like saying let go of the conflict that might be surrounding this, because the Five of Swords is somebody, you know, you can see there's a woodpecker there pecking away at the hive, and it's like somebody going neat, neat, neat on your head. But there's an opportunity for you to like just fly off, you know, let them. Ace of Pentacles is your challenge. I feel like you know what you want. You've just got to try and take steps to do that. We are going to clarify that. I'm also feeling there's something about you might have to go back to basics, because that Ace of Pentacles, you know, all they've got on the table there is a loaf of bread and a jar of honey, but that's all they need. You might have to be very resourceful. Now, the Ace of Wands, though, is what's bubbling away at you. Yeah, look at this. There's like new creative energy here. Something about wanting to start something new, a new business idea, a new job. It's just lovely. And then you're finishing up with the page of, in this deck, they're called princes and princesses. This is the similar as a page in the tarot. And this is the Page of Wands, who looks at ideas from a lovely curiosity kind of, and what do I want to say? Entrepreneurial energy. Again, it's like, oh, that's a good idea. Ooh, maybe we need to have a look at that. The very early stages of an idea, a creative thing, or a new job. I'm trying to think of the word I'm trying to think of there. Oh, what is it? It'll come to me. Sometimes I have to write things down. Did I say the Page of Swords there? It's the Page of Wands, which is what maybe that's what's bugging me. But no, the Page of Wands, yeah, looks at an idea, a new, it's kind of like it's not a brand new idea. It's something that you're learning about, that you're wanting to have aspirations for. Anyway, let's clarify with the tarot. So we have already the Ace of Jars as your focus. Do something that you love, something coming in that you absolutely love, or somebody that you actually love. 10 of Wands, end of hard work. And 8 of Pentacles is you filling up your own milk churns. Oh, look at that, clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. So although you're feeling this Ace of Pentacles is a challenge, I think it depends on how you focus upon it. And that's what they're saying. If you see it as a challenge, it will be a challenge. Let's clarify the Five of Swords with the Magician. I just feel like you've had a lot of conflict in the past, and you're able now to let go of it. Maybe because of this new idea that you have, it kind of puts things into perspective, I think. That's clarified by the Nine of Wands, the 10 of Pentacles, which is a beautiful card, and one more, please. The World. You're definitely putting an end to something here. There's an opportunity to do it, but I just think it's an end to the stress and anxiety that you've been through in the past with that Five of Swords, with somebody who's just, oh, you know, I don't know how to describe them. You know, they just turn up like a bad penny. But yeah, the World card, look at that. She's dancing to the beat of her own drum there. She's having a great time in the centre there because she's victorious. She's very proud of her achievements too. You've got the Ten of Pentacles as an opportunity. This is about setting long-term plans, legacy, money, abundance, family, units, security. And then you've got the Nine of Wands. Again, at the end of hard work. Now, the difference with the Nine of Wands as an opportunity is, you know, this is giving you the ability to say no to something rather than keep taking on and on and on. Because I think you've got your own thing going on now. Whereas before, maybe, you know, you didn't have a vision, or you didn't have, you know, you just kept thinking, oh yeah, I'll do that and I'll do that and I'll do that. But you were just doing too many things all at once and not focusing on one thing. And that creates that Ten of Wands energy also. But now it's like there's an opportunity for you to, like, you know, say no to something and focus on what you want. Ace of Pentacles is your challenge. Again, I just feel like you may be worried about the financial implication of this. It can mean that maybe you're going to have to be a bit resourceful. But let's have a look. Ace of Pentacles, why are you a challenge for Scorpio? Seven of Cups. That's interesting. Strength card. Ooh. And the Death card. So why I laughed when I saw the Seven of Cups, it's because this is a very procrastinating energy. And maybe in the past you've thought, oh, I can't do that because, I don't know, being cups, maybe you're worried that you're going to be upsetting somebody or upsetting somebody's emotions. You know, and maybe that's what's put you off also. And I also feel like maybe it's time to take the rose-tinted glasses off about something and make a decision. And that's what you're thinking. Ooh, you know, when you're really excited for something and then you're like, ooh, I don't know. You know, this is exciting, but I'm going to have to really make some decisions here. Because you've got the Death card. And this is like you knowing something's new has got to start, but it's where do I start? I feel like you're going, oh, but where do I even begin with this? You've got the Strength card as a challenge. I think this makes me feel like you kind of feel like, oh, but am I up to this? There's a little lack of self-belief going on here, Scorpio. But easier said than done, I know, but try not to let that get in your way. Because I just feel like it's nervous energy, it's nervous excitement. Because Ace of Wands is in your subconscious. It's like, oh, I hope I see Judgment now. Yeah, Five of Cups. Okay. Page of Swords. And the Ten of Swords. So that Page of Swords with that Five of Cups coming out together kind of makes me feel like what you're doing is you're looking at other people and comparing yourself. And, you know, I do quote from our circle leader, Nicola, who, if she hears us saying, oh my gosh, you know what, you're so good, I could never do that. It's like, no, you know, comparison is the thief of joy. And she's so right. And I think that's what's going on here with this Ace of Wands. It's like, yeah, I want to start something new and I know I'm capable. And then what happens with this Page of Swords is you go and look and research what other people are doing. And you think, oh my gosh, they've got, I don't know, say a YouTube channel. They've got thousands of followers. I could never do that. And I just feel like that's what's going on because you've got the Five of Cups too. So you're looking at things from a little bit of a negative aspect. Again, I think that's down to a bit of self-belief going on here too. And then we have the Ten of Swords. This is the feeling of, you know what, I have been stabbed in the back, and I do want, again, I just feel like you're battling with your inner self here about starting something new, walking away from all this trauma that's happened, all this stress. But it's another 10, which is lovely, which is about new beginnings again, which is why you've got that Ace of Wands. It's almost like you've learned lessons from this. This has been a blessing in disguise for you. Now, the Page of Wands or Prince of Wands is your advice and outcome. And it's like, be curious about it. You don't have to do anything about it. Just be curious. You know, just have that vision, if you like, and excitement about it. Six of Swords is clarifying that, which is lovely. Why else do we have the Page of Wands? I will think of that word I'm trying to think of. You got Judgment. I just said, didn't I? I hope I'd see Judgment. And the Six of Cups. Interesting. You've got the Six of Swords, which is about movement forwards. Yeah, this is about you moving on, leaving crap behind, looking out for you, doing what you want to do also, and leaving all those, that Five of Swords here behind also. There's that opportunity. This is knitting together lovely. You do have the Six of Cups. Now, you've got to let go of the past here in order for this to happen. This is what I'm feeling here. It's a little bit of a, you know, again, with that in your subconscious, that's what makes me feel you're hanging on to something maybe that hasn't worked in the past. Why should I do it again? Or you're, well, I definitely think you're comparing yourself to other people too, which is just, I don't know, keeping you in your box. And that's why I was hoping to see the Judgment card, because look, here it is. Now, the message of the Judgment card is they're coming out of their box because it's time for them to do so. It's time for you to speak up. Look, there's the trumpet. Scorpio, wakey, wakey. Come on, it's time. It's your time. It's your time to shine. There's something very positive about this Page of Wands. So if you've got an idea, just start moving towards it. You know, start setting your goals with that Eight of Pentacles. Even if it's the tiniest of things, just do your research even. Just start baby steps if you're a bit like, oh, this is too much too soon. Because I get that. I feel like that. Definitely. So, right, let's finish. What a great reading, Scorpio. With the Green Witch Oracle deck. What final message do we have, please and thank you, for Scorpio? I think my dog is going to come in a minute. Nope. What final message do we have for Scorpio? There we go. I've not seen this one before. I've had this deck a long time. Okay, this is called Moon, and it's about phases, cycles, and intuition. So yeah, that is about the moon, isn't it? The moon does go around in phases, and something very intuitive also. You are a water sign. So there's a message about using your intuition with this too. Maybe about the timing with that Judgment card. There's a butterfly on there, look. Transformation. Moving on to something. Anyway, I do hope you enjoyed that. I thought it was a lovely reading. Thank you so much for all your love and support for the channel. I can't thank you all enough, and have a great week. And I'll see you next week, hopefully. Take care.